Good morning everyone. Well, it's not such a good morning here. It's damp and foggy and nasty, but let's make the best of it and have a look at some skincare routines. People often say to me, what is your skincare routine? And I never think that I really have one. But I stopped and thought about it, and I suppose I do. What I do just comes as second nature to me. I never see it as a routine or a chore. Starting in the morning, first thing, I use this Tropic Smoothing Cleanser. It's a hot cloth cleanser, that takes some saying. Use a couple of squirts of it. It's a creamy cream. Use it, rub it on your face, then you use this nice bamboo cloth that comes with it. Get it under some nice hot water. Put that on your face for a few seconds just to open the pores, and then wipe everything off. And I love that. Used that for quite a while now. Excuse me. I then follow it up with some lip scrub. At the moment I'm using this one because it's a mango flavoured one and it's really nice. Love this one. There are lots of lip scrubs about. Oh, hello Sally, lovely to see you watching me. Thank you for coming on. So yeah, lots of lip scrubs about. I particularly like the flavour of that one. Unique do one as a sort of a stick, which is very nice too. You know, whatever you prefer, but I use it because I just like to make sure I've got everything off my lips before I start putting anything on them. Then I follow that up with a squirt of rose water, which is really nice and refreshing, helps close the pores. And then I normally use the Royalty Uplift Serum, which comes in a little bottle with a nice dropper, and you use about 3 drops of that. Unfortunately, I ran out and didn't bother to reorder until I ran out, which is really silly of me, but you know me. And now it's on back order until the 8th of October, so I'm having to cope without it. I've gone back to my old number 7 Lift and Luminate serum, which is okay. It's probably no cheaper than using the Unique one because it's quite an expensive serum and I have to use quite a bit of it compared to the 3 drops that I use of the Unique. But it's better than nothing, so I'm using that at the moment until we can get the Unique back in stock. Now then, occasionally, once a week maybe, depending on what time I've got, what the weather's like, if I can't get out and do anything in the garden, or if I'm feeling particularly miserable and want to treat myself, I do use one of our skincare masks. Excuse me, got dry throat this morning. I hope I'm not sickening for anything. There's a range of them, as you'll have seen me demonstrating them. This is the detoxifying mask, a charcoal mask. That's really lovely. It sort of goes slightly fizzy when you put it on your skin. Nothing to panic about. It's just a nice feeling. And I love that one. I think my personal favourite probably is this one, the exfoliating one, because that just leaves your skin feeling so soft and so clean and really lovely. I know another favourite with a lot of you, and I do like it too when I've got time to use it, is the new Gold Brightening Mask. The trouble is with that one, well, not trouble, but if I'm in a hurry, you've got to give it a good 15 minutes to dry. Oh, hello Julie, thank you for joining me and thanks for saying hello. Lovely to have you here this morning. This takes a while to dry, but it's lovely peeling it off. It's a great feeling, and if anyone's seen I think it's on my VIP page where Carol Owen has actually managed to take her mask off in one whole piece. It's very impressive. It's lying there and you can sort of see, you know, it's her face. I haven't managed to do that yet. I don't think I've got enough patience to let it dry properly, to tell you the truth. The final mask there is the green one, which is the one more for an oily skin, which I don't tend to have an oily skin, but I did have a spot on my nose the other day, so I used that just on that area for a couple of days running and spot went. So, you know, it's great stuff if you have that sort of skin. In an evening, I always, well, no, not always, because I did admit the other night I went to bed and I forgot I'd got some makeup on. If I've just got sort of mascara and lipstick, it's easy to forget. If I've got a full face of makeup on, I do tend to notice that more when I look in the mirror at night, when I'm cleaning my teeth in the bathroom. So the first thing I do, I just use these simple wipes to get off as much as I can. They're pretty good. They're not absolutely brilliant on the lip stains and waterproof mascara. So when I've used those, as I have today, so tonight I'll be using this, I use the cleansing stick, which is a fairly new product, and it's really easy to use. You just put it on, give it a couple of seconds just to kind of dissolve everything really, and it all just wipes off with a cloth. So that's great. And then after that, before I go to bed, I always use the moisture boosting cleanser just to make sure my face is clean. Good morning, Victoria. Thank you for joining me. Lovely to see you. So I use that because I don't want to make a mess on the pillowcases in bed as much as anything. I do use a silk pillowcase. I've used one of those for quite some time. Hello Dee, oh everybody's coming to join me this morning. Lovely to see you all on such a miserable wet morning. Yeah, I always use a silk pillowcase because it's better for your hair and it's better for your skin. So I've got 2 or 3 of those, which obviously I wash, and you know, each week or more often. Oh Louise, hi, thank you for coming on and saying hello. And I do always take one with me when I go on holiday as well, I've got to admit. And there have been times when I've been in a hotel and I've been quite glad I've got a clean pillowcase with me. Only once or twice, but it's happened. So yeah, that's my skincare routine. I personally don't use a night cream. I just don't really like them, to be honest. I like to get my skin nice and clean and fresh and then just go to bed. I'd rather use a good serum in the morning. But obviously that's just personal choice, but that's the way I am. That's my skincare routine. As I say, I never think of it as a routine. It's just something I do. I never use soap on my face. In fact, I don't use soap anywhere on me. That doesn't mean I'm filthy. I always use a nice shower gel. I use Jo Malone products very often in the shower. If I have a bath, I use Dove products in the bath. I don't tend to use soap at all on my skin. I personally find it's too drying. Oh, Leanne, hi. Thanks for coming along. Gosh, there's lots of people this morning. This is lovely. So that's my skincare non-routine, really, as I see it. Please, in the comments, please tell me what your skincare routine is. I'd really love to know. I'm not just saying that. I'd really like to know what other people do, what products you use, if there's something you can recommend that I haven't tried. I have a fairly normal skin. I don't often get described as normal, to be honest, but fairly normal skin. I get little dry patches. It can be sensitive. I did once buy my mum bought it for me actually, a moisturiser from Boots, and it contained evening primrose, and it was supposed to be brilliant, and I'm sure it was for most people. Unfortunately, I spent 10 days on antihistamine tablets after using it just once. My face was so red and swollen you just wouldn't believe it. I could hardly see out of my eyes. So I do have sensitive skin. All these products I've just shown you, I've never had any problem with at all. I could thoroughly recommend any of them. And I'm just hoping now that the serum will come back in really soon and I can get back to using that because I love that product. So that's me done. The other thing I wanted to say, oh hi Claire, hello, morning. The other thing I just wanted to say is that the silhouettes competition is still running in the VIP group until 8 o'clock tonight. It is difficult. They aren't my photos, they're ones that I was allowed to use from another group. But it does sort of tax your brain a little bit. 1 or 2 of them you can guess when you look at them. Good morning, Claire. Some you can't, and you do have to look into the catalogue or on the website to see them. I have had a few entries. No one has got much more than half so far. So if you do want to have a go, you do stand quite a good chance of winning that wide cash. So have a go at it, see how you get on. I'll be back this evening very quickly just to tell you who has won that. And I hope you all have a nice day. It's raining more than ever here now. I actually did want to get out. You use Nivea, do you, Julie? Oh, lovely. Well, thank you for telling me that. It's worth knowing. Thank you. I did want to get out and, well, not want to get out and mow the lawn. Needed to get out and mow the lawn, really. But I've got an excuse not to now, I suppose. Anyway, have a lovely day, everyone. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you ever so much for joining me this morning. Really appreciate your time. If you'd like to share this, I'd really appreciate that too, and I'll put your name in my grateful bag. Thank you and bye for now.